We left South Africa on Tuesday afternoon, and of course going not direct using Ethiopian Airways, but we arrived in Egypt, Cairo, in the morning around 3 a.m. This morning, and went immediately to do some activation works, have some a light meal, and then it was to bed to try to get some rest and try to have a little bit of control of the travel fatigue and prepare ourselves, because arriving on match day -3 also says that you still got a little bit of work to do on the pitch, and we've just come back from our training session where we did a bit of active activation from a tactical perspective, with incorporating a bit of rondos, some SAQ work, and injury prevention work on the pitch, which was good for us, and we've completed a light session. So good. Match day -3 done and dusted, and we focus on preparing for match day -2 tomorrow. Yeah, the reception has been good. The weather is accommodating. It's good to come into Cairo in a very different climate, in the sense that the country is still going through Ramadan, and there's not as much traffic, particularly during the day. It's serene and gives a little bit more energy to focus and understand that we are here to do national assignment, and the climate that surrounds us at this moment in time is not as noisy as you would normally expect in Cairo, but it's good. It allows us to find our feet. It allows us to have some mental stability and focus. And at this moment in time, the mental state of our players is very good. The team looks energized, focused, and knows what we are here for, and the responsibility that we carry. We want to try always in every game to reflect a team that is, of course, tactically well drilled and well prepared, but at the same time that the performances must always reflect the culture that we have at Mamelodi Sundowns, and the driving factor of that culture is a relentless work ethic, and we want to try all the time to reflect that, and you can't do that if you don't have mental stability and a lot of mental balance between anxiety, fear, and motivation. So we are in that space, and good. We continue with the preparations and make sure that we are as well prepared for the 90 minutes as we possibly can be. Ahly are a very good side, well coached, and you can see there's a lot of investment from the technical team, in particular, of course, Coach Pitt. So we know the amount of work he puts in behind the scenes, and you can see, because it's reflected in the team. They have a clear identity. They look to start from the back. They use their centre halves very, very well. They have a little bit more balance when they have Ashraf at left centre half, because he gives the left foot, and then allows for Malul, who I think is probably their biggest loss. Very difficult to find a left back across the continent, and maybe even in a global space that averages about 80 ball contacts and involvements in relation to passes over 90 minutes, and that's what Malul does. He gives them so much more than just possibilities to defend, but also to create things and develop the play, and even project possibilities to find final third entries from the sides, because that is predominantly the profile of Ahly, where they use a lot the fullbacks, be it Henny on the right, Beckham on the right, and those are the options. Malul on the left, and Ashraf on the left, and it is clear to see that maybe in the profile of some of the teams we played in the PSL, they average about 14 crosses into the box over 90 minutes per match. So of course very dominant on wing play, very aggressive on the sides, and with their key player being Sheriff, who in this moment in time is overperforming his XG. He's their top goal scorer with 12 goals, but with an XG of about 10. So not only is he important in relation to developing the play and finding himself into scoring possibilities, they look for him and they play for him, whether with the ball behind the defense or whether he drops in front to develop the play, and then they instinctively try to find a fullback or a winger in wide areas. El Shahad, very important for them on the right. Mohamed, or even Taufik sometimes finds himself in those possibilities to create those crosses and play for situations to create goal scoring opportunities. So yeah, it will be an interesting game, and of course we've got the responsibility to come to Egypt to not just dominate the pitch as always and impose ourselves, but to be tactically astute in how we go about our business. Well, our message is, Eid Mubarak to all the Muslims across the globe. Of course, in the space that we are in, is huge admiration and respect for in particular. For us is the space that we are in, for the footballers who still have to carry on with normal day-to-day responsibilities of being professional footballers with their training and with games, but having to respect the spiritual space and still conclude their Ramadan. And of course for us is wishing them well for their Eid, and Eid Mubarak as they say, but of course also extending our huge respect and incredible how they are still able to show that discipline, that commitment towards their religion, but also still having huge responsibilities from a physiological perspective, as the game has so much demands in relation to using the energy that the food provides to be able to perform at the highest level week in, week out, and they still show commitment, desire, and fight in performances under very difficult circumstances. And we can only take our heads off, show huge admiration and respect, and on behalf of Mamelodi Sundowns, we wish them proper Eid Mubarak.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you so much.